What's up, guys? Dan Munro, confidence coach, coming back at you from my little getaway in Spain. And today we have a question for Ask Dan Anything. This question comes from Roland. He says, I've experienced that being more on the needy spectrum than uncaring doesn't attract the other party at all. What's the difference between being needy and sincerely expressing how you feel? Now, to give this some context, I have a lot of guys who try to hide their neediness, especially when it comes to people they're attracted to. And they've been taught that to pretend to be uncaring is very attractive. To pretend to be aloof, to be unaffected is attractive. And that's true in a sense, in a very sort of pick-up artist sense of the word. If you get somebody else who's needy and you appear to be uncaring, it will generate a chase instinct in them. But that's nowhere near compared to true love and real connection and something that will actually last. So I want to talk about something that will actually last. So I've experienced that being more on the needy spectrum doesn't attract the other party. What's the difference between being needy and sincerely expressing how you feel? What I want to talk about is really the difference between allowing neediness to cause you to engage in needy behavior versus allowing neediness to be expressed and released. So neediness is going to happen to you because you're a human being. We start with basic survival needs and it grows from there. We've developed neediness based on our childhood experiences and our belief systems and so on and so on. Rather than trying to get rid of neediness, which I truly believe is impossible, at least to a 100% degree. I don't care what the pseudo-spiritualists say. I'm going to talk about how you release neediness as it occurs rather than letting it guide your behavior. Okay, so this is more of a stoic approach. Honesty over strategy. So some people, what I'd call being needy, is when you allow your neediness to dictate a strategy that you follow. So let's say I'm needy for the approval of a woman I find attractive. To let the neediness control me would be to start being fake, to hide the neediness, to pretend I don't care, to try and act like I'm cool, to hide behind humor and techniques and tactics. That's what I'd call being needy. Expressing neediness would be simply to express the neediness I'm feeling for her openly and honestly. To go up to her and say, you know what, I've been wanting to talk to you all night, but I'm so attracted to you I didn't know what to say. That's expressing neediness. I'm actually saying, look, I'm more attracted to you than is justified by the situation. I'm having neediness right now. Like, I don't even know you, and you've become my whole world. Like, this is definitely some needy shit going on. It's amazing how a really confident guy can even use the word needy as he expresses himself, and it sounds perfectly fine. There's nothing creepy or off-putting about it. Have you noticed it? Like, a confident guy will go up to a party and just go, oh, you've got to talk to me. I'm feeling so needy for your attention right now. And he's so shameless about it and humorous about it and accepting of it. He understands that, hey, he's just a human. This is a normal feeling to have. And that comes through in the way he expresses himself. Now, how did he get there? By expressing it. If you want to get to the point where expressing neediness doesn't sound needy because you're okay with being needy, you have to practice expressing it. You have to let them see it. When you want something, when you desire something, when you're worried about losing something, rather than following the strategy designed to get that thing or keep that thing or avoid losing it, you actually release it. And you're going to be doing things that feel like it's going to kill it for you. Like if you go up to someone you're attracted to and say, I'm actually needy for you, in whatever way, in whatever words, your brain's going to say, don't say that because then they won't like you. And this is how the neediness will get released. You'll kill any fantasy that you have about them. And on a side note, you should check out my Kill Your Fantasies video here on the YouTube channel. You'll let go of that fantasy and the neediness will go with it. Because when your brain thinks, I've lost the thing, it's gone now, then all the neediness goes away. It's only when your brain thinks, oh, I could probably keep it or maybe I could get it, that the neediness builds. So you want to get it to a point where there is no grey maybe about this. Get it to hell yes or hell no. A fantasy that you have, a neediness that you have for someone will die if you get to the point where they say, look, I'm not attracted to you at all, get out of my life. At least then the neediness will die because your brain will go, okay, that person's not an option anymore. there's nothing to desire, time to move on. But when there's hope, when there's wishing based on the fantasies that you're coming up with, the neediness grows and grows and grows and dominates your behavior. There's nothing wrong with being needy. It's allowing the neediness to cause you to become strategic and fake. That's going to lead to just more neediness, right? Your desire to have a cigarette is not going to be cured by having another cigarette. That just makes you want to smoke more in the longer term. The same with neediness. It's not going to be cured by behaving in a controlling way. That's just going to make you even needier. You have to behave in a letting go of control way, which usually means just being blatantly honest. Because you can't be honest and controlling. That's what I love about honesty. If you're truly honest, it's a total let go of control, isn't it? It's letting go of any chance you had of manipulating the outcomes. And that's what you got to do. That's what expressing how you feel looks like versus being needy. So I want you to go out there and give it a go. If you feel scared doing it, you're probably doing it right. If you feel comfortable doing it, you're probably still being controlling and needy. So let's see how you go with that. Let me know your responses. And of course, get in touch if you want to know anything more about this. dan@brojo.co.nz. And I gotta say, in terms of coaching, working with neediness is my specialty. So if any of you want to go deep on this, get in touch. Alright guys, until next time.